Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and for subscribing. And if you're just visiting, please consider subscribing. So today I'm going to share with you my third and most likely final haul of this year. It's kind of strange to think that I only had 3 hauls this year, given how much purchasing I have done in the past, but it makes me so happy that I was able to lower my purchasing habits and only have 3 hauls, which is still a little bit too much, to be honest. Especially because I've kind of gone, I feel like, just slightly overboard in the last few months. I've been really good for the first half or even more of the, for majority of the year, really, except for the last few months. I purchased a few more than I should have, but it's okay. I'm still work in progress. I'm gonna do better next year, but the fragrances that I'm going to share with you today are really interesting, perhaps a little bit strange in some ways for my channel. I will explain everything as I get to them. And like I said, most likely this is going to be the last haul of this year. I mean, it's possible I will purchase 1 or 2 more fragrances. We'll see. I don't know, but I definitely don't think I will have enough to do another haul, which is, again, great. Anyways, let's stop discussing my purchasing habits and go straight into the fragrances. Oh, one more thing I should mention. I very, very, very rarely refilm my videos. I just don't have time for that, and sometimes, once I go into editing, I see little things. Oh my God, I said the wrong thing, or I don't like the way I look, or whatever, but I'm just like, well, either this video comes out or it doesn't come out. I don't have time to refilm, re-edit, whatever. This one, however, I'm refilming it. This is my second time filming this video because there were so many issues with the first one. It was just so bad in so many ways that I absolutely had to refilm. The reason I'm telling you this is because, I typically like to show you packaging with all the fragrances. Well, because I already filmed it once, some of the packaging is gone. So, I know you don't really care, but I feel like I needed to explain why I won't have some of the boxes. Anyways, first fragrance. Now, when this one first came out, I sort of didn't think I wanted it, didn't think I needed it. Sort of heard about it, but never paid much attention to it. Then I saw it for a really good price on the discounter side. And these discounter sites, they always get me. And I just felt like, no, I really want to have it. Even though, do we need any more cherry fragrances? No. Do I need any more cherry fragrances? Definitely no. But there's just something in my gut told me that I need this one. This one is different. So I got it. I'm talking about Perpetual from Moresque. So that's the box. I still have this one. The bottle is really heavy. There you go. Let me take it out of the box. And they have these, I don't know, what are they called? Gold sparkles, whatever, flecks inside of the bottle. So if I shake it, you can see it. Looks really pretty. I mean, is it necessary? No, but looks very pretty. Now, this was a blind buy. What do I think about this fragrance? And by the way, as always, I'm not really going into a lot of notes because it's a haul and because a number of these fragrances are going to be featured in other upcoming videos where I will talk about them in more detail. So, like I said, this is a cherry scent. I can definitely recognize the cherry, but it's not too strong. If you're kind of don't get along with this note, this might be a good one to try because I find the cherry in this one very reserved. It's not overly sweet. Like I get even a little bit more sourness in it, perhaps, than sweetness. It's nutty. It's smooth. It's good. This fragrance is really good. And the most important thing for me is it different enough from other cherry scents that I have? And for me, it is different. And you know, the other thing that worried me about this is, I don't know, for those of you that watched me for a while, you might remember that I had a couple of fragrances from Moresque, and they didn't work out for me. I decluttered them. I think I had 2. And, you know, I was worried that this one might not work. You know, there's some houses that just you don't get along with. That's okay. So yeah, this was definitely kind of a risky blind buy, but I'm really happy with it. This is a beautiful, beautiful cherry scent that's different from the other cherry scents that I have. Next, I have 2 fragrances that have been very much pre-planned. I have planned to purchase these for a long time. I wanted to purchase these for a long time. I've sampled both of them a while ago, and I'm thrilled to finally have them. Now, if you watched my video recently where I talked about best designer fragrances, specifically talking about, you know, private collections from different designer houses, I mentioned in that video that the line that I wanted to explore and wanted to add to my collection more than any other line is YSL Private Collection, which is what I did. I've added 2 fragrances from that collection. Like I said, this was very much pre-planned for a long time. Now, the first one that I added to my collection is, of course, Rouge Velours. Again, if you watched me for a while, I have tested this fragrance and talked about it quite some time ago. I would say probably a year ago, and I mentioned how much I loved it and that I wanted to add it to my collection eventually, which I finally did. Now, I got a large bottle. This is what 125 ml, I think. I don't really know why, because my baby cat is a smaller one. Is it that smaller one wasn't available, or this was a better deal? I don't remember now. But anyways, I got a large one. Now, in a way, this fragrance is simple, and it's a scent profile that we have seen a lot. This is rose and patchouli, but this is done so beautifully. This is kind of a deeper rose and patchouli, very seductive, extremely feminine, going out type of scent, evening type of scent. There's something, like I said, so simple in this fragrance and so beautiful at the same time. Very masterfully put together fragrance, in my opinion. Gorgeous, gorgeous scent, and I'm thrilled to finally have it. Now, second one, I wasn't originally planning to get, but once I sampled it, I knew I had to add it to my collection, and that is Lavallier. I'm probably mispronouncing it, but that's the best I can do. Now, this one is also 125 ml, and the reason I don't have a box here is because this one was a tester, I'm pretty sure. So obviously I got rid of the box right away. And this one is a fig fragrance, and figs can go very wrong for me. Sometimes they work and sometimes they don't work. And here, it really, really works. In addition to fig, I think there is a black currant in here, which really kind of balances out the fig, and even maybe more than black currant. I'm getting black currant leaf, so it does have that kind of green nature. Like the fig is also green, but in a really, really nice way. It's a little bit musky. There is something just a little bit perhaps earthy in it, but not in a patchouli kind of way. Like maybe there is something green in here, or maybe there's like vetiver in here or something like that. It's a beautiful, beautiful fig fragrance. I think there might be some florals in here as well, which kind of again tone down that fig. So you do recognize the fig, but it's done again really, really beautifully. Like I think private collection of YSL is just very, very high quality. There is so many beautiful fragrances in that line. So for now, my YSL collection is feeling much, much better. I'm thrilled to have both of these in my collection now. I think I'm good for now, but who knows what's going to happen in the future. There are definitely a few more that piqued my interest. Now, next fragrance was perhaps a bit of a impulse buy and slightly unnecessary purchase, but I couldn't pass it by just because it was an incredible deal. Again, those deals, I don't know. Sometimes it's really hard to pass them by. Now, long time ago, I did a video about a niche house called Esse Strikes the Notes, where I tested a number of their fragrances and I purchased one full bottle. I think it's called Priscilla. It's like in a red bottle. And again, on one of the discounter sites, I saw a couple of fragrances from this house, and the price was like ridiculous. It was like way below 100 Canadian dollars. Like when I purchased Priscilla from the official website, it was so much more, like so much more. I don't remember exactly how much, but like well over $200 for sure. The price on these was just ridiculous, and I knew that there was one fragrance that I tested that I really enjoyed. It was one of the available fragrances, and like I said, I just couldn't pass it up. Now, I don't have the box, unfortunately, anymore. I got rid of it after filming this for the first time, but I'll show you the bottle, and it's a really interesting, perhaps strange looking bottle. So this is Miranda. So this one comes in a blue bottle. All of their bottles are the same, they just have different color. So there you go. Again, the price on this one is just amazing. And I thought, okay, Priscilla needs to have a friend. So I got this one. Anyways, no regrets at the end of the day, although I could have passed up on this one. Now, why am I saying that? Not because this fragrance is bad, but because this fragrance has a very recognizable and somewhat common scent profile at this point. The scent profile I'm talking about is Montal Intense Cafe. You know, the rose, chocolate, coffee, you know, that kind of thing. Is it exactly like Intense Cafe? No, definitely not. I find this fragrance actually a lot more chocolatey and creamy. So it definitely has enough different nuances in it to justify having it in my collection, especially because I actually don't have Intense Cafe, although I do have others that smell similar. So I definitely have this scent profile represented in my collection already. But again, given the price and the really interesting bottle and the quality of the scent and the fact that it has, you know, a few different nuances compared to the others, I thought it was justifiable to purchase it. Next, I purchased a fragrance that I tested pretty recently. And in that video where I was testing it, I said that, you know, I was kind of on the fence. I wasn't sure if I liked it. I definitely liked it a lot, but I wasn't sure if I was going to get a full bottle or not. And originally I thought this was going to be a pass, but as the fall came around and the weather got colder, I started craving these types of scents more. I retested the fragrance again and I thought, yeah, I think I need it. I think I want it, and I got it. I think many of you will guess which one I'm talking about. It is Amore Cafe from Mancera. Yes, I decided to get it at the end of the day because I really enjoyed it. And I've worn it at least once already. This, by the way, was the very last fragrance that I got before doing this haul. So this one arrived very recently, but I've already had a chance to wear it once, and I have to say that I enjoyed it very much. So here is the bottle. I finally got it out. I mean, you know, typical Mancera bottle. Now, since I've had a chance to wear it already, one thing that I will mention is that I did really get from the sample, but once I had a full wear, I realized this, which kind of surprised me, is the strength of the fragrance. Because typically, Mancera fragrances are extremely strong. And I have to say that this one is on a slightly weaker side. Definitely not up to par to other Mancera fragrances. You know, if you are used to their performance, this one is a little bit subpar to that, but not terrible by any means, and I enjoyed the scent so much. To me, this one is coffee ice cream. That's what it smells like. Again, if you want more details, I will link somewhere up here the video where I tested this fragrance so you can hear more details about it. But I'm really happy with this purchase as well. And that brings me to the last 3 fragrances in this haul. And you know, although I love everything in this haul, this is actually, there are no fails in this one. Everything worked out great. I have to say that the last 3 are probably my favorite buys. All of them are blind buys, so yeah, all 3 are successful and they're really amazing. The funny thing about all of them is that they're all designer fragrances. Yeah, can you believe that? In fact, if you look at this whole overall, majority of the fragrances in here are designer fragrances. Yeah, so it's not just niche that I'm interested in. See, that's how it worked out. Now, let's go to the next one. This one I've heard about for a while, and I had no opportunity to test it anywhere. I don't even know where it's sold. For a long time, I didn't even think that it was possible to find it, honestly. And then again, I was browsing one of the sites and I saw this pop up and I thought, no, I absolutely need to have it. There's so many people that raved about it in the past. I definitely want to have it. Now, this is Vanilla Plantifolia from Chloe. I think... is this my first fragrance from Chloe? I want to say yes. I don't think I have anything else from them. I don't think so. So this is 50 ml, obviously judging by the name. This is a vanilla fragrance. Now, this is an unusual vanilla. If you're looking for like sweet or gourmand type of vanilla, this is not it. This is very different. This is a kind of a green vanilla with a slight floral touch. Very unique and unusual, definitely for my collection. Very different. So I will not reach for this when I'm craving something, you know, thick and heavy and sweet. This has a completely different vibe. Again, not going to talk about it too much. This will be featured in another upcoming video. I will be actually finally filming another installment of my twins series, and this will be one of the fragrances that I'm going to talk about in that video. So yes, this is beautiful, absolutely beautiful and unique. Next one, I also don't have a box. I got rid of that one. This is a fragrance from the Scandal line from Jean Paul Gaultier. And, you know, I already have Scandal à Paris, which I've had for years. I've loved for years. Absolutely love that fragrance. I tried the original Scandal. I like it too, but I never felt like I needed it. This one, I heard about that it came out, but again, I never paid much attention to it. I didn't think I needed it, didn't think I wanted it until I wanted it, I guess. I don't know. Again, there's just something in me that said, I need to have this one. This is Scandal Absolute. I guess their bottles have changed a little bit. I mean, I purchased Scandal à Paris so long ago, so maybe this is not news anymore. Perhaps they changed a long time ago. I don't know. But I just figured this out. Anyway, Scandal Absolute. So I think when I looked on Fragrantica, it listed 3 notes, which is so typical of Jean Paul Gaultier. He does it with so many fragrances, and I do not believe it for a second. So I think they list fig, tuberose, and perhaps sandalwood in here, or vanilla. I can't remember. And although I do get fig and tuberose for sure, there is more than that in here. 100% more. I mean, the star note in all of the Scandal fragrances is honey. And there's definitely honey in here. There's vanilla. Yes, fig and tuberose are here. And the type of fig that's in here is more like sweet, coconutty type of fig. This is delicious. Floral, definitely. I recognize the tuberose, but it's a beautiful, beautiful tuberose that, again, together with those other sweet notes, works beautifully. I love this. I love this. I've already worn it multiple times and I enjoy it so much. And that brings me to the last purchase. This fragrance came out of nowhere. Absolutely out of nowhere. I sort of heard about this one that when it came out. I think I heard someone talk about it. I never paid attention to this one. For some reason, it just went above my head. And one day I was scrolling through one of the fragrance Facebook groups that I belong to, and somebody was talking about this fragrance, and they had like a picture of the note breakdown, and it's like something clicked in me. I have no idea why. I thought, ooh, I need this. I don't know why. I think this was one of the quickest purchases I've ever made, and it was so risky. I've never tested anything from this line. I didn't really even read the notes. I don't know what happened, but I just thought I need it. And this was such a great decision. I have to say, this fragrance is incredible. Absolutely incredible. If there is one thing from this entire haul that you're going to sample or try, I say make it this fragrance. I mean, if you have similar taste to mine, obviously. But if you do, this is the one you need to try. I should probably tell you what I'm talking about. This is Cashmere and Palo Santo from Donna, Karan. So I guess that's my understanding. I could be wrong. This is their new private line as well. So we open the box. Here's the bottle, very heavy. Nice looking bottle. And you know what also surprised me is that I was able to find this one in Canada, which typically, you know, it's so difficult to find things in Canada, but this one I found and it came to me in like so quickly in a couple of days. Amazing. This is an immediate love. As soon as I sprayed it, I was like, yep, this is my type of fragrance. This is incredible. So obviously there's Palo Santo in here. There is I think there is peach. There's also, I think, cashmere wood and vanilla and perhaps something else. I mean, the note breakdown is not very extensive. And this is just so sweet and delicious and smooth and creamy and a little bit woody and maybe just a touch smoky. And you know, I don't know if I necessarily get peach, but it definitely gets some kind of fruitiness in here. Now, what it reminds me of remotely is Vanilla Love from Jimmy Choo, which you already know I love. So they're not identical in any way. They're definitely different, but they give me similar vibes. They give me a similar feeling when I wear them, when I spray them. And so I'm not surprised that I fell in love with this one so quickly, because I love Vanilla Love, and so I love this one as well. So again, this is Cashmere and Palo Santo from Donna, Karan. If there's anything that you're going to sample from this haul, sample this one. So there you go. This is my, I'm pretty sure, last haul of 2024. I'm going to try to do even better next year. We will see how it goes. Let me know, what do you think about these purchases? Have you tried any of these fragrances? And what have you purchased lately? Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to give me a thumbs up, to subscribe, and to comment. And I will see you soon in the next one. Bye.